I don't normally do this, but I feel like I'm always preaching about being very real on the internet, and you can't have the good without the bad. And I only share the good, like when I'm feeling good. And I think it gives a false representation of not only me, but just like life in general, right? Like I'm all for using social media. Like just all for being super vulnerable on social media. And as much as like I have this persona that I put out there that's like this super upbeat and outgoing girl, and it's like the person I think I am like 70% of the time. There's that 30% that is still who I am. It's not that it's not who I am, it's just the 30% that I choose not to show. And recently I've just been like struggling with that a lot because, you know, like I've like moved and, you know, like pulled myself out of that comfort zone. And I feel like when you go through a big change, you start to like relearn yourself. And in that relearning process, like you do like it's like you're like mining and you like undiscover or uncover different parts of yourself that like you've maybe like suppressed, and they come out again. Because when you go through a big change, it's like going through like fight or flight, right? And I feel like for someone who constantly, I choose to put like this best happy version of myself online. And that's a person I try to be around people. And people always like assume that I just have like tons of friends, and that I, you know, because of this like bubbly person that I show to the world and that I show at work and that I show, that I am. Like that's the person that I am. But then there's like the me that I am when I'm by myself, I guess. And I'm just like not that person all the time is basically what I'm trying to say. And I think it's important to remember that. Like there's the people that are so happy and so outgoing, like they're human too, and like they have moments like this too. And to expect someone to just be just this happy-go-lucky person all the time is just absurd. I think I'm like, I think I've just been like going through so much this year and like trying to lie to myself and tell myself that I'm fine when like I know that I'm not. And I'm someone who like, I read this thing once that was like, people don't like you for you. Saying it out loud kind of sounds like fucked up, but like people don't like you for you, they like how you make them feel. And I really believe that. And I always try to make people feel good when I'm around them. Like I always try to like uplift people and just like be that like bright light in the room and be that energy and like lift it up. And like sometimes I forget, like at the end of the day, like I need to take care of like this girl too. Like she's important too.